Okay, so I downloaded an Access database from Blackboard, and this is what you will be doing in for exercises or exams or in the future, whatever it is. So you'll be doing for projects and things like that. So, but you're not going to be downloading anything simply because you don't have access. Many of you do not have access. So I'm going to do only videos. So no, you don't need to do access. Okay, just watch the videos. So to after you download, you double click on this icon and you will see the actual database. So this is a database called Puppy Paradise, and we have a database here which basically gives or sells various products which is related to you know all the things that you are looking for. For instance, I'm going to look at the products. Basically, if you click on the products, you'll see that these are the products that I'm going to be selling in this, and these are the product prices and things like that. So this table products gives you the product description, the product price, and the product ID. So if I click on this view button here, it is going to take me to the data sheet view, and that will give me the data. So here I can see that the product ID, see this button here? This button here tells me that this is a primary key. This one gives me the primary. There's a key here. It looks like a key, right? So this is the primary key. So the primary key for this table is a field called product ID, and the data type is a number. This auto number basically means the database access will automatically create a number for you. Okay, basically simply because we know that the primary keys have to be unique and you cannot have the same number over and over again. That's the reason you have an auto number. So it creates a new number every time you put a new record of data. So the second field is a text, and it is a product description. The third field is a currency, which is a product price. If I go back to the design view, I can see that this is the data that I have. These are the data. So I have right now, I have 6 records. So I can see here at the bottom, see this at the bottom, I can see that it has got 1 of 6. So that means there are 6 total records. There are 6 total records, and you can see that the first record is a pooch pouch no pattern, which costs $35.99. And the second one is a pooch pouch pattern, that is $38.28. The third one is a pooch pouch applique, which is $42.50, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are the different pillow covers and blankets and quilts and things like that that I'm trying to sell. So that is a product. So if I go to the customer data, the customer data gives me all the customers that I have right now. So right now I have 30 customers. I have 30 customers. So 30 records, that means 30 customers. Each one of the customers is unique. I don't have the same customer twice. That's the whole idea. So that is why I have these numbers here, these primary key numbers here. Now if I go to the design view, and I'm going to, sorry, the data sheet view, I'm going to see that the customer ID is a short text. It's not a number, it's a text. Even though it shows like a number, it is a text. 001 is a text. Okay, because that's how it is called. And that is the primary key. So now I have the last name, first name, street, city, state, country, zip code, phone, and referred by. All of them are text. So if I go back to my design view, or I can see that this, my data sheet view, I can see that this last name is Wagoner, and the first name is Sam, the street is Alpine Lane, and the city is Sterling in Colorado in USA, and the zip code and phone number and so on and so forth. So I have something like this. Okay, so now I have the customer data. The customer data is in the table called customer. The products data is in a table called products. So let's take a look at order details. The order details has got, if I go to the Datasheet View, I can see that order ID is the number and product ID is a number, and these both of them are primary keys, and quantity ordered is also a number. So if I see my data view, I can see that the data view shows me that the order ID 3 has got a product ID, quantity ordered is 1. What it tells me is this: in order ID 3, I had a customer buy one quantity of product ID 1. The product ID 1 is pooch pouch no pattern. So it tells me that the quantity ordered is 1 and the pooch pouch no pattern is ordered as in the order 3. So the order 3 has got multiple things here. So each order has got so this order has got multiple items that are being ordered. Okay, so order mode gives me what is Visa, MasterCard, and check, how the customers paid for their product to buy their products. And the last one is the orders. The orders tell me that the customer ID bought on the particular date, and this is the order ID. So the order ID we talked about, 3, was bought by Wagner, and all of them are Wagners here, but that we need to match them later on. We'll show you how to do that. And the order date is when this person ordered, this 15th December 2002 is when they ordered. So before doing anything in a database, you have to go through all the tables to make sure that you see that you need to know the data. You need to understand the data. So before you do anything, you make sure that you go through all the tables and all the data to understand what is in each table. Okay, so now I can get rid of these things by clicking this X, and now I know that the customer table has got data on customer, order details has got data on the quantity ordered, order mode has got the data, which is how they paid. The orders tell me when they ordered, and the products tells me what the products are and the price and things like that. So I have these things here. Okay, these are the tables. Now I need to do what I need to do next. So in a database, the first thing that you do is in a database, the first thing you want to do is get the tables together. The second thing that you want to do is to form the relationship between these tables. The third thing you can do is to query the data for answers. And the fourth one that you can do is to create reports or forms. And forms, remember, forms are used to input the data. Reports are used to show the results, basically. Okay? So next thing I want to do is to form a relationship. The relationships of all the data, all the tables here. So what do? So I need to know, to do this, I need to put an ER diagram together. So you remember we talked about the ER diagram in the class. So you need to form the ER diagram. So once you form the ER diagram for this, I'm going to create an ER diagram right now, and I'm going to use let me use I'm going to create here the ER diagram. So the ER diagram for this. So what are the things I have? First thing is I have customers. That's the table. The second table is I have what is called orders. The third table is order details. And the fourth table is products. So I'm creating an ER diagram here. And the fifth table is the order mode. Okay. So in the customers, what do I have? I have one called customer ID, CID. And I have the last name, first name, and all that's junk. Okay, all that data. In the orders, I have what is called order ID. And then you have also, I have customer ID. And I have order data. In the order details, I have order ID. I have product ID. And then I have quantity ordered. Okay. And in product ID, I have product ID. In products, I have product ID, the description, and the price. So in the order mode, I simply have something called ID, and I have order mode, and then I have customer ID. Okay, this is what I have. So these are the things that I have in my access data table called what's the database? We called it Pooch, right? We called it the puppy paradise. We called it the puppy paradise. So now I have all these things. Now I can do the ER diagram. How do I do the ER diagram? So I need to form the relationships. I'm going to take the customer ID here and then use it here, which is going to be one to many. And I'm going to do the order ID here to this order ID, which is one to many. Okay. And I'm going to use this product ID into this product ID, which is one to many. See the difference, the change in direction here. And then I'm going to take this CID and push it to this CID, and that is going to be one to many. Okay. So now I have all these things. This is what the relationships are. I have created the relationships now. So every table is related now. Every table has got some kind of a connection to other tables. That's what is called the relationships. So the entity relationship diagram is what I have here. So this is what you need to create. And entity relationship diagram, as we talked about it in the class, is basically a logical database. It's called the logical database. Okay. Now I'm going to show you in my next video, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to show how to form these relationships in the real access database.